Hey there, Wellness Warriors. Welcome to the Anchor to Wellness Show, your compass in the sea of holistic health. I'm Kacey Wallace, and I'm your passionate advocate for vibrant well-being. And after witnessing countless patients caught in the cycle of sick care model, I became really disenchanted with the conventional healthcare system. It's a system where people aren't truly getting better, they're just simply managing symptoms. But I refuse to accept this as the norm, and I'm determined to shift the paradigm from sick care to well care. I have embarked on a journey into the realms of functional medicine and holistic health, and in each of these episodes, we will dive deep into the latest research, debunking myths, and unlocking the secrets to optimal wellness. From brain health to hormone balance, we'll cover it all with a blend of science, soul, and a dash of controversy. Together, we're making waves to reclaim control of our health destiny and anchor ourselves to wellness. So whether you're seeking clarity on brain fog or ready to reclaim your vitality, you're in the right place. So let's make waves and set sail towards a life anchored in wellness. Welcome to another episode of the Anchor to Wellness Show. I'm Kacey Wallace, and I'm here to help you dive deep into really being able to unlock the core of why you aren't getting as healthy as you would like to be. So today we're going to tackle a really crucial topic, and that are 3 reasons why you might not be healing. This episode is really essential because it's understanding these underlying issues that can really be the key to unlocking your full potential. We'll explore 3 main reasons why you might not be healing. Number 1 is unresolved trauma. Number 2 is poor gut health. And number 3 is a dysregulated nervous system. These factors are not only interconnected, but they also perpetuate on each other. And that creates a cycle that can be really difficult to break. In my experience of working with countless individuals, I have found that if someone is not getting better, it often requires digging deeper into these issues. Many times, until past trauma is addressed, a person cannot fully heal because of the profound impact it has on the body, the mind, and the spirit. These are hard areas to work through, and most people would prefer to just bury them. However, I talk to people all the time about the importance of addressing these issues. Without tackling them, achieving the full wellness they desire is really unlikely. Our goal today is to help you to understand these critical areas and provide you with actionable insights on how to address them for true and lasting healing. So let's dive in and start unraveling these complexities of these healing roadblocks. The first area I would like to discuss is kind of a hard one, and that's unresolved trauma. Unresolved trauma can be profound. It can impact overall health. It can manifest physically, emotionally, and mentally. And when trauma is not processed and healed, it can be stored in the body. And it leads to so many chronic physical symptoms such as pain, fatigue, and digestive issues. Emotionally, unresolved trauma can result in heightened anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of a fear or this helpless feeling. Mentally, it can cause cognitive difficulties like brain fog, memory loss, and inability to focus. These physical, emotional, and mental manifestations of unresolved trauma can create a significant barrier to healing. The body's stress response system remains on high alert, and it perpetuates a state of chronic inflammation and dysregulation. This ongoing stress can really weaken the immune system. It can disrupt hormonal balance. It impairs the body's natural healing processes. And without addressing the root trauma, individuals often find it really challenging to achieve true wellness, as the unresolved emotional pain continues to impact their overall health and quality of life. The connection between trauma and chronic stress is well documented, with unresolved trauma keeping the body in a state of perpetual fight or flight. This chronic stress response, it triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which when those are constantly elevated, it can lead to a systemic inflammation. And inflammation is the body's natural response to injury or infection, but when it becomes chronic due to unresolved trauma, it can contribute to a wide range of health issues, including autoimmune diseases, cardiovascular diseases, digestive disorders, brain health decline, whether it's depression, anxiety, brain fog, or even cognitive issues. Additionally, chronic stress and inflammation can severely dysregulate the immune system. The immune system, which is crucial for defending the body against pathogens and maintaining overall health, becomes compromised under continuous stress. This dysregulation can manifest as an overall immune response, leading to autoimmune conditions or underactive response, increasing our susceptibility to infections and illnesses. Addressing and healing trauma is essential for breaking this cycle. Addressing and healing trauma is essential for breaking this cycle of chronic stress and inflammation. Thereby, it really allows the immune system to properly function and promote our overall health and well-being. So you can see how this can be a vicious cycle that just perpetuates over and over again. Past traumatic experiences can significantly contribute to ongoing health challenges and hinder the body's ability to heal. For instance, individuals who have experienced childhood trauma, such as abuse or neglect, often they carry a lot of emotional and psychological scars into adulthood. And this unresolved trauma can manifest physically as chronic pain or fibromyalgia or even other stress-related conditions. This hypervigilance and anxiety, it keeps the nervous system on high alert and preventing the body from obtaining that restful state that's necessary for healing and repair. Trauma can disrupt gut health, often leading to conditions like IBS or leaky gut. The gut-brain axis, which is a bidirectional communication between the gut and the brain, is heavily influenced by stress and emotional well-being. Traumatic experiences alter the gut microbiome, they reduce the digestive efficiency, and they compromise the gut lining, leading to systemic inflammation and a weakened immune response. Without addressing this root cause of trauma, these physical manifestations persist, creating a cycle where the body struggles to heal despite various treatments and interventions. Addressing and processing past trauma is crucial for supporting the healing journey, but it doesn't always require rehashing the traumatic experience. Many people hesitate to confront their trauma because they fear that it's reliving the pain over and over. However, trauma-informed care offers approaches that don't necessarily involve delving back into the details of that traumatic event or even further events. And I like to think of trauma as similar to a dog creating a rut in the yard from repeatedly walking on this same path. Trauma can carve similar pathways in our brain, leaving us stuck in a cycle of stress and emotional distress. Instead of rehashing that trauma, neural retraining programs can be implemented to forge new pathways, allowing us to step out of that old worn out rut. And these programs focus on creating new neural connections, helping the brain to process and move beyond the trauma without the need to revisit it continuously. This approach can shift the brain from being stuck in its emotional center, where trauma is often held, to forming new, healthier patterns that promote healing. By engaging in neural retraining, individuals can break free from the grip of trauma and pave the way for genuine recovery and wellness. And I will put a link in the show notes about some neural retraining programs that I've done personally to work through my own personal trauma. So just look in the show notes for that. Additionally, it's important to address the misconception that trauma healing always involves forgiving and reconciling with others. While forgiveness can be really powerful, it's a powerful tool for healing. It's primarily for our own benefit, as we can only control our own actions and responses. Forgiving a past offense doesn't mean forgetting what happened or excusing the wrongdoing. Rather, it's about letting go of that hold that trauma has on us. This act of letting go allows us to heal internally and prevents the past from continuing to exert power on our lives. By releasing this internal damage, we open the door to healing, that healing we desire, empowering ourselves to move forward without the burden of that unresolved trauma. So let's move on to my second area I think that is happening that people don't heal from, and that is poor gut health. And we're going to talk about the gut-brain axis, and that is that bidirectional communication between the gastrointestinal tract and the brain. This connection involves multiple pathways, including the nervous system, the immune system, and hormonal signaling. Essentially, the gut and the brain are in constant communication, influencing each other in profound ways. For example, stress and emotional states, as we've discussed, they really impact the gut function, while gut health can influence mood and cognitive function. This intricate relationship highlights the importance of maintaining a healthy gut to support overall health and physical well-being. I want to switch and talk a little bit about what happens in the gut when we have a lot of issues that aren't allowing the gut to heal. And those are things like gut dysbiosis, leaky gut, and inflammation. Those are all major disruptors of health. Gut dysbiosis refers to an imbalance in the gut microbiome where the harmful bacteria, they outnumber the beneficial ones. Leaky gut, or another term for that, is increased intestinal permeability. That occurs when the gut lining becomes damaged and allows toxins and undigested food particles to enter into the bloodstream. And this triggers inflammation and can lead to a host of health issues, including autoimmune conditions, allergies, and other chronic diseases. When the gut is in distress, it can significantly hinder the body's ability to heal and function optimally. So let's talk about some factors that disrupt the gut health. And those include things like poor diet, chronic stress, medications, and things like environmental toxins. A diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can really feed that harmful bacteria and deplete the beneficial ones. Stress negatively impacts the gut function by altering the gut microbiome and increasing intestinal permeability. Medications like antibiotics and NSAIDs and certain acid blockers can disrupt the gut flora and damage the gut lining. Additionally, exposure to these environmental toxins in foods, water, and air, and other products that we use can contribute to gut inflammation and dysbiosis. Recognizing and addressing these factors is really crucial for maintaining gut health. So let's talk about how to support gut healing processes. Supporting gut health and promoting overall healing involves implementing gut healing protocols. Things like dietary modifications, such as eliminating processed foods, sugar, inflammatory foods, those can really restore the balance to the gut. Probiotics and prebiotics help to replenish and feed beneficial bacteria. Targeted supplementation like digestive enzymes, anti-inflammatory nutrients, those can really aid in helping the gut lining and reducing inflammation. By focusing on these strategies, we can support the gut and in turn enhance overall well-being and our healing capacity. So the third reason I think people don't heal is they have a dysregulated nervous system. A lot of this is going to sound like repeat, but I just want you to know it's so all interconnected and so important to have these pieces together if you really want to obtain healing. And so let's talk about the nervous system in general, and that is the autonomic nervous system. It's a critical component of our body's regulatory machinery, overseeing involuntary physical functions such as heart rate, digestion, respiratory rate, and our stress response. The autonomic nervous system is divided into two main branches: the sympathetic nervous system, that is like when fight or flight, and the parasympathetic nervous system, that's like rest, digest, heal, repair, okay? The sympathetic nervous system is preparing the body to respond to perceived threats by increasing the heart rate and the blood pressure and our energy availability. In contrast, the parasympathetic nervous system promotes things like rest and digest activities, supporting relaxation, digestion, and recovery. You can see how we really want a balance in our autonomic nervous system, and it's essential for maintaining overall health and homeostasis in the whole body. So again, let's talk about chronic stress and trauma. It largely affects this nervous system. Chronic stress and trauma can severely dysregulate the autonomic nervous system. It leads to persistent sympathetic dominance and impaired parasympathetic activity. And when the body is constantly in a state of fight or flight, it becomes difficult to engage the rest and digest functions necessary for healing and restoration. This chronic activation of the sympathetic nervous system can lead to a host of health problems, including increased inflammation, immune system suppression, hormonal imbalances, and again, poor digestion. Over time, this dysregulation can contribute to chronic illnesses and hinder the body's ability to recover from health challenges. It really affects our ability to be resilient, whether it's emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever. So let's talk again about the impact of chronic stress and how it dysregulates the nervous system. The effects of this extend beyond immediate stress responses. Prolonged sympathetic dominance can weaken the immune system, making the body more susceptible to infections and diseases. It also promotes inflammation. That's a key driver of many of the chronic conditions, especially things like cardiovascular disease, autoimmune disorders, and even our brain health in general. Additionally, chronic stress, it really disrupts our hormones, affecting everything from metabolism to mood regulation. A dysregulated nervous system can create a cascade of negative health events. The importance of addressing stress and promoting nervous system balance cannot be overstated. Regulating the nervous system and promoting relaxation can be achieved through various stress reduction techniques. Mindfulness practices such as meditation and deep breathing exercises help calm the mind and engage the parasympathetic nervous system. Breathwork techniques, including deep breathing and paced breathing, can reduce sympathetic arousal and promote a state of relaxation. Yoga combines physical postures and breath control and meditation to enhance that nervous system balance and our overall well-being. Incorporating these practices into daily routines can significantly improve nervous system regulation, reduce our stress, and support the body's natural healing processes. So let's recap here. In summary, 3 areas I feel like are there that affect people's ability to heal. 1, unresolved trauma. 2, gut health issues. And 3, a dysregulated nervous system. You have heard they are all intricately connected and can significantly hinder the body's ability to heal. These 3 factors, they often overlap and perpetuate on each other. They create a cycle of dysfunction. It affects physical, emotional, and mental well-being. Trauma can dysregulate the nervous system and disrupt gut health, while chronic stress and gut imbalances can further exacerbate nervous system dysregulation. Recognizing these interconnected mechanisms is really crucial for understanding the underlying causes of these various health issues and addressing them effectively. So if you're on your healing journey, exploring these root causes with a holistic approach is really essential for long-term health and well-being. Rather than just focusing solely on symptom management, it's important to dive deeper into these underlying factors that could be contributing to health challenges. By addressing unresolved trauma, improving our gut health, and regulating the nervous system, we can really support the body's natural healing processes and experience a profound improvement in our overall health. Embracing a holistic mindset empowers you to take control of health and embark on your transformative journey toward healing and vitality. It's really crucial to emphasize the importance of addressing these root causes to achieve lasting health and well-being. Conventional medicine often focuses on symptom suppression. True healing requires addressing the underlying imbalances and dysfunctions that contribute to illness. By prioritizing the resolution of unresolved trauma, optimizing gut health, and promoting nervous system regulation, we can really experience profound improvements in our physical, emotional, and mental health. By adopting these holistic approaches, we can encompass all these interconnected factors and unlock our body's innate ability to really gain vibrancy in our health and vitality. It's really essential to acknowledge that there can be significant overlap when discussing these 3 factors. These are all independently affecting our health. They can often interact and exacerbate on each other. It creates a complex web of dysfunction within the body. This interconnectedness underscores the importance of addressing these 3 areas comprehensively, as neglecting one aspect can hinder the progress in addressing the other areas. Many disease processes, ranging from hormone imbalances and mood disorders, autoimmune conditions, neurologic issues, they can all stem from imbalances in these foundational areas. Recognizing the role of these 3 factors, we can really take proactive steps to address these root causes and promote true healing. While other factors may contribute to health challenges, unresolved trauma, poor gut health, and dysregulated nervous system function are all frequently observed as underlying drivers in individuals experience a wide range of health issues. These three factors can manifest differently in each individual, leading to diverse symptoms and overall health issues. By prioritizing the identification and resolution of these core imbalances, we can really lay the foundation for comprehensive healing and improve our well-being. Recognizing the significance of these interconnected factors empowers you to take a proactive approach to your health, seeking holistic solutions that address the root causes of your health challenges and pave the way for lasting vitality and resiliency.